Welcome to another episode of Curse of the Torment. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing the system and the setting of Frostmark TTRPG, everything created by Marc. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, gothic horror, heavy topics, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. But with me, I have a wonderful cast of players. We normally have Daphne, I Crave Violence, a Malcolm soldier played by Suku, who is off on an awesome career trip and will be with us back shortly again in June. But then we got Leonard, I'm being stalked and I don't like it, or half of a duelist played by Pepper. Hello, Waka.
Hey.
Solo Devastania, Tiefling Bard, played by Hester, that is forced to do some stuff around his house tonight. How you do? How you feel?
Why?
Styrax, who only has herself to blame for her bad decisions, played by Nirak, a Tiefling Elementalist. Hello, welcome.
I don't wanna be.
Alright, what happened last time, gang?
Well, we started last session with wrapping up the Tabletop problem that we came across. After we defeated Merlina, it seemed like the curse disappeared, and we grabbed a bunch of money and items that seemed interesting and useful, and filled our bag of holding as much as we could. And brought the food back to, wanting to bring the food back to Crest, obviously. That's why we came here in the first place. So we picked that up as well and went on the road. And there we had a lot of talk about all the events that transpired in the feeder tops, near the feeder tops, with all these visions of our greatest fear or something along those lines that appeared to us. And Daphne told us where she saw both her mentors kind of saying that she'll turn down the same path. And that's not, she understands that it's not, might not be like that, but it still feels scary in a way. And we had Soul, who talked about now that he has not taken the oath to like live for Sudania. He's had this greatest fear being that the Vistani have all rejected him now, and he's not part of the family anymore. And for Leo, it was 4 different people that had similar, like, that he was close to, that he liked, and the reality of what they might think of him in reality. And Styrax also had a vision, but she mostly pushed away, and we went on and talked a bit, tried to pry more into her life and figure out that she actually was at war, and she somewhat even knows Leo's parents and his grandfather, and she also doesn't really know when she was sealed or what was exactly happening, and she is torn between if she wants to find out or not. She wants to find out, but she also wants to be free of it and not know it. So kind of derails a bit, and we make it to Kresk after Styrax wants to not continue conversation. There, we make everyone happy because we got a bunch of food, and they are all getting like starting to make a party and everything, and we kind of like starting to wanting to join in.
Mm-hmm.
And Styrex goes to the pool first, but she decides not to go in or drink or whatever. She decides against it and rather wants to be part of the party. And so we have a little bit of a celebration, and we meet Katarina, who wants to give us a gift, something she wanted to get rid of. But it is a magic item of some sort that seemed to
Yeah, gift with quotation marks.
give you some interesting items. Soul had like a stick that could make things dance, maybe. And Cyrex pulled one too, and she got the shadow dog haunting her now until she gets rid of the curse. Which means she has to go to the pool, which forces her hand, unfortunately so. And we ended up with Styrex somewhat annoyed or angry, going towards the pond.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Are you able to mute that headset when you're not speaking?
Huh? What?
Are you able to mute that headset when you're not speaking?
No, but I
Okay.
can just go back. You'll know when I'm
Alright.
muted.
Alright, no worries. I just wanted to double check. Okay. Let's get into it, shall we?
Actually,
Let's fix it's a little bit loud. There we go. On the highlands of the mountain complex on Baratok's southwestern edge, the village of Kresk is celebrating. Light and laughter spills out of almost every house, despite the late hour of the evening. By now, everyone has found their favorite house to party at, leaving the main road around the village mostly empty. Except for one drunk tiefling. Some houses are loud and rowdy, other calm and collected, and some houses are even quiet, where children and old folk prepare themselves for the rest. Outside, the world is still, dark, and calm. A door opens from one of the more rowdy houses, where a group of Barovians have gathered around a mysterious dancing tankard on a table. Out of it comes a blue female tiefling who only takes a few steps out in the crunching snow. Her soul mark flashes, and a second thereafter there's a heavy sigh that turns to white smoke in the cold air. Another one comes out, and a half-elf. There's a quick conversation between the two.
Go!
Before the half-elf starts to gently drag the other to the east side of the village. They are alone, but for that one drunk tiefling that stumbles after them, waving around a stick in the air. And they make their way towards the pool in the south or in the northeastern corner of the village. All the while, the tiefling woman showed signs of clear trepidation, reluctance, and anxiety. Soon they pass by the last house that clings to the village road. Ahead of them, there's green grass, and in the middle, an electric blue pool. There's no lanterns, fire, or other source of illumination here, yet it is not dark. The pool radiates a soft glow, basking its surrounding with a dim light. The pool is also warm, evident by the ethereal wisps and tendrils of white smoke that slowly rises up into the air. As the three companions steps onto the green grass, there's an involuntary and shared sigh of relief. It's warm and comfortable, and the air is heavy with moisture, creating a truly magical atmosphere around it. But in the mind of the female tiefling Styrax, it's a dizzying precipice that she might just fling herself off to get rid of the shadow dog that trails behind her over her shoulder, its red eyes gleaming through the darkness as its gaze never wanders from her. Is it reason enough to take a leap of faith from that cliff into that darkness, not knowing what will await you there in the abyss? Maybe, maybe not. Let's find out. So, prisoners of the mists, what would you like to do?
Styrax will actually just start slowly approaching to the pool, but will stop like midway and pretty much look at the dog, try mostly to see if does anything, like anything like he's gonna attack her or something.
No, it kind of remains perfectly kind of like at the edge of your dark vision. So mostly is like clad in shadow, which makes it even harder to see. But those red eyes constantly staring at you, and then kind of these white reflecting surfaces of his constantly like open snarl. It like follows you perfectly at this distance and constantly keeps its attention on you.
I think Leo is just being like near Styrax and just like looking, trying to like read her and see what how she's feeling, kind of.
You can see she's not like she's calm, like not shaking at all, but it's actually noticeable that she doesn't know if she should do it.
And no one else can see the shadow dog, right? It's just the one that picks the bracelet.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
okay.
keep on seeing Styrax kind of stare into the darkness to like nothing, and like her gaze is like consistent towards like looking at something clearly, and it's a little bit creepy even for you, like knowing that there might be something there that you cannot see.
Okay. So we got a little bit unlucky with this pool, and now you.
A little, you may think. This is the last time I hear you.
Well, what do you mean?
Never mind. Styrax will just actually get the pouch and try to get the color out, or is it like random?
Did you put it back in again?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you do not know what you will pull.
Okay.
I will warn you when I say that. Unless,
okay.
do you want to pull something? We can pull
No,
something.
no, thank you.
To live dangerously.
Okay.
The curse does seem a bit unnerving, so I don't think there's really another way to get rid of it right now, unless I'm unaware of someone.
Is either living with that, or probably quite a while until we find something. And So far, we know that doesn't hurt. It's just staring, but really those eyes.
I mean, I don't know magic stuff, but I mean, it could change, I guess. Who knows? I If I understand it correctly, you don't want to go to in the pool, right? Because you're afraid of what you will figure out, or what exactly is preventing you? What is the exact thing you fear here?
Mostly that it might change everything.
Only if you let it, right?
And yes, but what if actually the protector just lied and they were actually the ones that forced me to forget?
I mean, that it could be true, but it wouldn't really change much, right? Not like the protectorate is great right now.
Styros will look at her notebook and then look at the also the cards. I'm gonna do it.
Do you want any help or anything?
I don't know what will happen, but
Ready to catch the firebolt.
I'll tell you and pretty much ask you one thing.
Sure.
And you can see Styrox just stares like directly into your eyes. If something goes real bad, if I lose control, even if you need it, kill me.
I will make sure you're not hurting anyone.
Only as a last resort. But if you have to, do it. Understood?
I can't promise you to kill you, Styrex.
You have to.
If whatever reason you become unsavable, then I will do what is necessary. I don't think that will ever happen. I believe in you and your capability of keeping this power for so long already. So I'm fine with promising that, I suppose.
You can hear Styles just chuckle a little bit. I think that's at least what I needed to hear.
Good.
So
So
Styrax will turn again towards the pool and actually get inside it and drink.
I think just like moments before like she drinks, I'll just like say to her, whatever you see doesn't have to matter. It's gonna be just everything's gonna be normal after this. Sure. And then just be close and make sure that whenever I noticed that like the heat up stuff happening before, so I'll just try to look out for that.
Okay. All right. As you enter the pool, Starex, at first it's like this chill that goes through your body. It's cold, but as you submerge yourself to a little bit over your knees, basically, the water turns, the temperature changes, and it becomes warm, pleasant, like almost a hot tub, but that perfect temperature, which is a little bit higher for you than normally because of your special resistances. And you look down upon your somewhat distorted face that ripples through the movements that your steps into it has created. It remains normal, not changed. You take a big breath. You cup your hands. Brings up that strange electric blue water towards your lips. You hesitate for a second. Final question. You drink?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, dude. I've been working outside
At first,
entire
the water
time.
is
It was
delicious
so
and cool
good.
in your mouth.
I just put my,
But as
put
you
on my
carefully
waterproof
swallows,
booties
it runs
and
through
I-
your
and
body
I don't
like
get wet,
warm
so I'm just, like,
alcohol,
chilling,
warming
binging
you
on
as it
some-
pools within your stomach. It is quite pleasant, actually, for a few seconds, as nothing seems to happen. Nothing at all. It is enough time for you to look around, confused. But the warmth in your core never ends. Instead, it gets warmer. You grasp suddenly your stomach in pain. Soon it starts to feel like you're being burned from within. Liquid fire bursts out from your core, running through your veins onto every fiber of your body. It shoots up into your brain, and there it burns. It topples every obstacle, eradicates any and all mental walls, melts through any meager attempt you may make to defend yourself until there's only an open, barren landscape left within you. You gasp as the fire dissipates, giving you a moment to breathe. But the pain is exchanged for panic. There's no more walls to hide behind, no defenses left. What will you see? Who are you? What am I? A moment of anxiety-ridden peace transforms into chaos. The memories come rushing into you like an apocalyptic flood, crashing through your mind with wild abandon. It's confusing, jumbled up, moments of pain, happiness, sorrow, fear, in a torrent of everything all at once. A head-shattering headache tears through your head, and all you can do is grab onto your head, trying to keep it together as you topple over and fall into the pool. Your barren field darkens by the maelstrom of information that is suddenly there, just too much than what a normal mortal being can take. So you welcome that darkness, you fling yourself at it, hoping it will be salvation from the pain. You pass out. Just double check in this moment. I'm pretty sure that Leo runs in and captures her.
Yes. If that is not just what she's like feeling, but also what's actually happening, he would try to like prevent her from sprouting and everything. He would. I mean, yeah, he is ready to, yeah, carry out of there, and maybe, yeah, probably just carry out of there after that.
Mhm. Well, Starks, you are unaware of what is happening. Peaceful. Black. Floating serenely within yourself. Relief found in the void. You relish in it, thinking that you have escaped. But there is no escape. A flood is coming. A stream of truth approaches from behind. The sound of it crashing towards you grows larger and louder. Then it hits you like a wall, tumbling you around and grabbing you towards any path of the least resistance it can find. You have no choice than to ride the wave and flow with it. A room appears. Wood and stone. Your universe. Anger comes to you. Chubby legs not doing what you want them to. Balance fails you. But something strong grabs onto your arms from behind to set you right again. An encouraging voice. Ooh, Inês, you can do it! You lift your heavy head to seek the gaze of a purple tiefling male. Come to Papa. Happiness spreads within you, and so does your determination. The hand eases their grip, but doesn't disappear fully. It makes you a bit mad. I can do this! Triumphantly, your chubby legs performs their first few steps as you fall into your father's embrace, just a little bit less than a meter away. Immediately your stomach flutters with butterflies as you're swooped up in a tight embrace, as your father stands up with laughter and mirth on his lips. After a twirl or two, another set of hands join in to embrace you as well. A blue tiefling woman appears, leans down, and kisses your forehead. Good job, my little gem. Never give up. You laugh and holler as the two people you love the most in the whole wide world look down upon you and shower you with love. The current rips you away and then thrusts you into another memory and then into another. Quick memories placed before your eyes of the worst sorrow, the most maddening anger, the most soaring happiness, the deepest frustration. All those quintessential moments of an early childhood. Your mother or father trying to make you eat, making weird sounds, trying to teach you how to chew and swallow, taking a bath, sleeping in your cradle, playing with your toys, speaking your first word, mother reading for you, father bringing wrapped gifts when he walks through the door. Soon, you notice yourself growing out of that cradle and into a small but cozy room that you make your own. Mother and father teaching you things as you start to find your voice. They take great care teaching you how to read, and you're often praised on your progress. Your world grows as you leave your home to play with the neighborhood kids. Sports and rough play you become dissuaded from, bullied out of, often laughed at that you were so weak and pathetic. But you found
Oh shit.
a few quiet kids around
Hello.
that you calmly sits inside of their home or within yours,
I don't know what
often
that is.
drawing and reading with them in comfortable and friendly silence. You learn some basic information about your world as you grow. You live in a large city called Vidnosov, capital of the duchy. Your ruler is Duchess Nonnell, who had war against the dwarves to the northwest. You live in the white-collar district for mortals. Not the most affluent, but far from the most poor. The city has a long history, hard to keep track of. But almost all the buildings are new or renovated. The city was destroyed a few centuries ago, but has since then been rebuilt. The stream ragdolls you into a new memory, lying on your stomach by the fireplace on a soft carpet. You hum to yourself as you practice writing with colorful pens. It's afternoon. It's raining outside. So you headed home from your friend a bit early. The door opens, your mother walks in with your father in tow. They're speaking loudly to each other. They're angry. A tight knot fills in your stomach, making you uneasy, nauseous. You hate it so when they fight. They haven't seen you yet, so you listen. Your mother turns to your father with exasperation. I am worried, Lemmy. But if they come for Dorkeen, they won't. Nothing is happening. They assure me of it, and I can't continue investigating it. They won't like that. We cannot mistrust them. You know what that would lead to. Stop fussing. Fussing? I am worried for Eni's life, and I am fussing? We are speaking about a child here, Lemeronth. A child! I don't care how it makes you feel asking these questions. Trent says, are you mad? I don't fucking care what Trent says. We do not endanger her. If we continue acting this way, it will happen. You need to return to your work. They're not happy with you. You're being lazy, you're being paranoid. I cannot continue working for the two of us like this. How dare you? Your mother pauses as she sees you staring up at them across the room with a fearful expression on her face, and she immediately softens in shame. Ines, I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. We're sorry. She turns to look at her husband, seeking for confirmation. His eyes followed hers to yours, but in his face, the shame is even more pronounced, but soon twists to anger. I cannot take this. He mutters to himself and leaves the room. Desolation erupts in you. It feels like the world is ending. Your mother approaches to console you, but once again, you are ripped from the moment by another memory. You're eating a sandwich during a sunny lunch in your kitchen. Your mother has her back to you as she is making the dishes, and she's humming on to a song that you recognize. Your mind wanders in the calm and quiet of the moment, and suddenly, from below, a wellspring of sadness suddenly erupts in you. Without thinking, you say quietly, Mom, is Father never coming home or sleeping the day away because I'm a bad child? Doesn't he want me? The queen immediately lets go of the dishes, cleans her hands with a rag, and immediately stands before you at the table. She looks down on you with sympathy and worry as she sweeps away a lock of your black hair from your face and sets it behind your ear. Oh, no. We both love you dearly. Love you the most. You are our precious gem, after all. She cups your face as she tries to explain. Father, Father is busy with work. He's an important secretary to the vampires up at the castle in Nice. They sleep during the day, so your father has to work nights with them. He's working hard for you, for us, little gem. That's why he's not home or sleeping all the time. It's all for you. You're not entirely happy with her response. You look down on your hands holding the sandwich as you ponder. Then why do you shout all the time about me or whisper to each other about me? You wonder even more quietly. Oh, honey, your mom says and hugs you tightly. We talk all the time about you because you are the most important treasure in the world for us. That's the only reason why. Silence spreads in the room as you remain like that, in that embrace for a while. It ends too quickly. Your mom sighs, lets go only to grasp your shin to lift it up so she can look at you in the eyes again. Why don't you and I head to the bookstore to find a new book for you? You have been such a good girl lately. You immediately brighten. Really? You say excitedly. Really? Finish your food and we will head out. The sadness washes away, replaced with elated joy as you finish your lunch with fervor. Sadly, again, the currents move you away from the moment, their movements now more erratic, flowing even faster than before. You're sleeping in your room, but then awoken by loud sounds in your home. We hear your mother rise from her bedroom, open the door, walk into the stairs and head down into the common areas of the house. You sit up in bed and you groggily wipe your eyes in the twilight light of early dawn. You hear your mom talking to Dad. That's Dad. You don't hear what they're saying, but you hear that their voices are intense. And your dad sounds scared, even. What's going on? The sleepiness within you are pushed back by a growing, creeping worry. So you lift the cover from your body, and with bare feet you tiptoe over to the cold stone floor to your door, where you lift your hands up, twist the handle, and you tiptoe your way down the stairs into the living room, only in your night shift. The voices go from murkiness to clarity. Not messing around, Dorkim. This is happening. You need to leave now. There's no other way. I don't understand. Was Trenton speaking to... Yes, God fucking damn it, he was. Don't say anything. I know how fucking stupid I've been. But I can set it right here. And you need food too. You take the last step from the stairs into a room just to see your dad, followed by your mom, heading to the kitchen from the living room. You follow them, quietly. As much as you can carry. I have bought passage on the boat by the coast. Damn it, Durkane, don't stand there, just looking at me. Step out of it. They're coming. We don't have much time. As you walk into the kitchen, you can see your dad and mom frantically pack food into a backpack with panicked movements. Your mom suddenly stops and grabs onto your father's arm. Wait, you said you can set things right, and we need food? You mean us, right? Us! Your father doesn't say anything and continues to work with his hands, refusing to look up at your mother. Honey? Your mom whispers, her voice almost breaking as her grip hardens on him. Finally, he stills, grabs her hand in hers, and turns to face her with his own tears. I have to slow them down to give you a chance to make it to the border. Your mother grabs onto him further, a low, lamenting complaint lilting from her lips. No! Your father gathers his strength, This is the only way. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. I have to make it right. They suddenly collide in a desperate hug, muscles straining to hold on to each other, just enough to stave off the rest of the world. In that silence, you find your tongue, only to whisper out a pathetic, "Mom? Dad?" They both turn to look at you with shock. Your mother then immediately turns her back to you, breaking down into tears that she cannot bear you to see. Your father approaches instead, carefully, and goes down on one knee to look you in the eyes. There he beholds you with the most kind smile that he can muster. He takes in your features hungrily, as if he's memorizing them for the last time. A more fearful, "Dad? What's going on?" comes out of your mouth this time. He captures your hands in his, looks down on them being joined together, bites his lip, seemingly considering what to say. "Dad is going to be a hero to save you and your mom," he says as he looks up at you again. But you shake your head. That doesn't sound right. "I don't want you to be. I want you to come with us." On the verge of tears again, Lemuron steels himself. I can't, dear. I'm sorry." Word seems to fail him, as he cannot find any other way to explain to you. Instead, he perks up, some of that panic creeping over his features again. "Inis, you got to listen to me. You must go with your mother. You need to listen to her. You must follow her orders. You must leave, be quiet, and be a good girl, okay? Be good, be kind, be curious, and continue reading and writing. Take care of your mom. Listen, can you do that, honey? Can you do that for me?" He shakes you a little, to emphasize his words, and you can only slowly nod, still confused and stunned as to what is going on. And you find a way to keep your emotions away by detaching from the moment, as you so often do. He smiles again through his tears, and he leans to hug you so tightly. "That's it. That's my gem. Always remember that Father loves you. Always remember that you are the greatest treasure in my life. Please, I love you. Remember." He whispers into your ear as he shakes. Then he rips himself from you. And forever, from that moment, he refused to look at you again. The sound of your mother sobbing fills the space as he walks over to her to shake her awake. The next minutes are a daze of activity and stress. You and your mom dress. You take your favorite stuffed plushie with you, a worn snow leopard. And then all too soon, you find yourself outside of your home. Your parents embrace for the last time, kiss each other passionately. And then he pushes Durkeen away from him forcibly. "Run! Run for your lives! Never look back! Never come back! Go! Go!" Your mother tries to reach for him again, but he pushes her back. When she finally takes a few steps back, he seems finally satisfied. He turns, and he starts to run away from you, down the cobbled street. And a second thereafter, he turns a corner, and he is gone. Your mother grips your hand tightly as she forces you to jog with her down the street the other way, away from the castle and towards the city walls. The flood jerks you around in the quick flashes of visions, in rhythm with the undercurrent of the storming emotions within you. Flashes of streets, and anxiety at being let out of the city at dawn. Road, wagon, your mother's face contorted with anxiety. Farms, faces looking at you with curiosity but not compassion. Woods, hours of traveling, your mother's hand cramping down on yours and never letting go. Nights spent in barns or cramped rooms. The scent of the sea. The gruff face of a sailor that ushers you on board quickly was looking around scared, hiding in its cargo space, throwing up from the rocking of the boat. Then land again. No rest, more walking, more stress, more fleeing. Detachment slowly stops working for you. Stunned, silence and compliance turns to tantrums of anger, sadness, and confusion. Your mother's tired and exasperated face becomes more and more common, turning more heavy-handed with you as you disobey, turning angry as you stop being quiet, turning more desperate as you stop heading towards the unknown with her. Your emotions cannot relent. You don't want this. You don't want to travel anymore. You want to go home. You want your dad. You are too tired and too scared to go on. Your mother pleads with you to understand, but you won't. You refuse. She carries you as you kick and scream, cry and wiggle. You have been walking through these scary woods for hours. You have blisters and you are exhausted. Your mother looks up to the cloudy skies above you with fear, and the cramped grip on your hand tightens as she picks up the pace again. You cry out in complaint. And in the next moment, a figure in a heavy black and purple cloak embraces your mother from behind. And for the first time in a very long time, she lets go of you. You can hear her croak, "Run!" But you are confused as to what is going on. You slowly circle the figure so you can look upon your mom's face. The black dragonborn's jaw is around your mother's neck. Streams of blood running down her throat from where they connect. "Mom?" You ask worriedly, her skin starting to grow ashen. Her eyes roll back in pain. You reach out a trembling hand towards her. "Mom?" Before you can touch her, something grabs onto you and lifts you up into the air, your stomach lying over their shoulder. You scream! They start to walk away. You lift your head to look up at your mom. "Mom!" Her thin form crumbles to the ground as the Dragonborn simply lets go of her. He looks over his shoulder towards you. He sees you looking at him. He smiles. A toothy jaw covered in blood, your mother's blood. His shackles low in his chest. You scream again, but is interrupted by a sharp pain behind your neck. The world grows dark yet again. The current takes you for a long time. It brings you deep into a womb of darkness, where you remain for what feels like an eternity. Sunken, paralyzed. But then, a current of electricity goes through you. You awake with a scream. Water, Light yellow water everywhere. Confined. You're in a glass tube filled with water? Oh God, I'm drowning! Oh God, oh God, oh God! You kick and you push at the glass, but it won't bulge. You catch a face slightly distorted by the water. A pale female half-orc dressed in enormous garb of black and purple look down on you and she smiles cruelly. She turns to talk to some people in white coats nearby. You kick, you lash out again, trying to get their attention. If they see you, they will definitely help you. They will help you, right? They don't react. Your lungs are burning from the exertion of holding your breath. Your eyesight is growing dim. I am dying. That's impossible. There's no stopping it. You breathe. And you swallow water. And you die. You awake with blinding pain, back in the glass tube, back in the water. You feel like your insides are being split in half, like something within your chest is trying to rip itself out of you. The half-orc is there again, but now joined by a dozen or so of those white coats. And they just watch you. Why won't they help you? Why won't they stop this pain? Why won't they let you out? What is this sick joke? Did they wake you up again just to see you die again? The water around you starts to heat up, the water's temperature turning almost unbearable. Your lungs starts to burn, echoing what happened in the past. Here it comes again. You must breathe. Your lungs demand breath. You open your mouth to swallow water again, and air fills your system. Befuddled, out of your mind, you realize that you can breathe the water. What? It's scary. This is strange. This is wrong. This is so uncomfortable. You don't like it. You start to freak out. The temperature rises again around you, the water almost starting to boil. The pain comes, the panic swells. You feel like you're going insane. Your mind is breaking. No, this is too much. I can't take it. Detach from yourself. Calm. Feels your system. Your thrashing stops. The pain is still there. But you don't let it take over. You watch the crowd watching you. Satisfaction crosses the face of the half-orc. The white coats make furious notes on their clipboards. They talk, but it, again, is muffled through the glass. Eventually they leave you toward your right, together with a table filled with items on wheels. You follow them and you see an identical test tube to yours. A tiefling child floating within. A boy. The boy is not moving. The chest is not rising. They're dead. You lift your gaze and you realize that you're in a big underground space. And around you, surrounding you, there are tubes of water with small tiefling children inside. You do not know exactly how many they are, as your vision is not perfect in this moment. You return your gaze to watch a crowd of people around the tiefling boy to your right, curious to see what is going to happen. The white coats hold up a scroll and 2 crystal gems. 2 of them sweeps over one of the gems and brings out a large blue light from it, which they hold in the air between them. A third one comes along and reaches out towards it. It looks a little bit silly, actually. Nothing happens for several seconds, but they are concentrating, they're sweating. With great exertion, that blue light is being ripped. Suddenly, there's a small piece of blue light hovering erratically over the third one's hand. Next, a scroll is brought over towards it. The second crystal is held up. A fourth white coat extracts a small red light from it, and together the two white coats bring the two lights, the small red one and the erratic sliver of blue, towards the scroll. They disappear into the paper together, and whatever is written there lights up in a sickly green light. Yet another white coat takes the scroll from their hand, stands before the glass tube and the little boy that is dead within, and they start reading from it. The scroll lights up in green again, and soon, so does the outline of the tiefling boy as well. Suddenly the form comes to life, thrashing about just like you did, grasping their chest just as you did, the water around him bubbling just as it did for you. You can hear his screams even through his and your glass, but he doesn't calm. He doesn't calm like you did. His screams continue. His form starts to shine a bright red light from within. The water now boiling around him. The gathered audience takes a step back, and you also recoil. And you watch in horror as the boy and the water suddenly erupts in a great explosion of fire that the tube somehow withholds. When it's all over, the only thing that is left is a thin layer of blackened water inside of the tube. The pain, the confusion, the exertion. It finally becomes too much. And you pass out. The last thing you see is a disappointment in the crowd's expressions. The next thing you know is a sensation of a cold and hard stone floor that you wake up from. There's something cold and hard wrapped tightly around your hands as well, something that weighs them down. Just as the darkness relents enough to memories to start flow through your brain, everything is interrupted by a heavenly song. Your inside stills as you open your eyes to look into a woman's face, singing to you with bare fangs in her mouth. Everything is all right. Everything is fine. Everything is as it should be. Dazed and subservient, you allow her to help you stand up, despite the heavy chains that wrap around your wrists. You're inside of a gloomy stone hall, lit by only a few torches, and you somewhat realize that there are other vampires around that are singing, one each, to one tiefling child, who are similarly brought to their feet, just as you did. A cold realization hits you. You, right now, you realize, are being hypnotized and charmed by the spell. But a memory won't allow you to act in any other way than what is already written in stone. So, like docile lambs, you're led outside of the stone hall into a courtyard on a cloudy day. There's awful sounds in the distance, but you only focus your attention on that divine song. From the edges of your vision, you can see on top of the walls figures huddled behind palisades. Something impacts close to the fort with a loud crack, dirt being flung up in the air higher than the walls themselves, which makes your vision capture the moment. You're in a fort, and the gate ahead starts to open. But then, a single arrow, coated in a silver light, soars over the wall, arcs, and lodges itself in the throat of one of the singers. The song stops as the figure grabs their own throat and starts to gurgle. The child in turn starts to cry, unaffected by their spell now. Panic suddenly becomes thick in the air, movement everywhere. Most are too slow, however. The crying tiefling girl's chest starts to glow a bright light. Heat comes off of her in great, terrible waves. Your own vampire companion stops their songs, but only for a fraction of a second before it happens. You are lifted up from the ground in a great explosion, and you collide with something hard. Again, darkness becomes your companion. Pain. Pain again. But you are started to become quite used to that by now. Something is touching you. Your ears are ringing awfully. Something touches you again. The jolt of pain rips through you, but it slowly abates on its own. Your eyes flutter open. There, hovering above you, are several figures. The one in the center catches your gaze. Oh, hello there, friend. It's a dwarf, with auburn hair and a matching messy beard. He seems dirty, frazzled, out of breath. A wound by his temple has coagulated blood around it. He has a smile, though, still on his lips. A smile that is gentle and kind. You are alright. We got you. We are healing you currently. You are safe. Don't be afraid. What's your name? You stare into his eyes. You blink rapidly. There's a great void that echoes inside of you. Your mouth is dry, your voice weak and trembling. Yet you find the strength to reply. I do not know. So, Leo. It has been a harrowing couple of minutes. First you saw Cyrix not reacting to the waters at all. Then she collapsed, falling down on her knees into the water, grabbing her head, and she started to scream very, very loudly. You rushed in, making sure that she wouldn't drown. You drag her from the water on top of the shore. You try to find out what's wrong, but you realize that she has fallen unconscious. Minutes have passed. What do you want to do?
Do I notice her like getting warmer?
There was a few
Body.
waves of warmth there when she started screaming, but by the time she had fallen to her knees, it kind of stopped, and you were too far away to feel the bite of that heat. And now she's just cold.
I think he will like first like try to remember the best that he could from his training on it, on like checking pulse and stuff, and tries to figure out if there's anything like bad happening outside of being unconscious, like if she's freezing or anything that might, that I or Leah could do something about.
When she seems colder than normal, she is breathing. So you might
Is that
like
what-
take off your jacket.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, just take off my jacket and try to like cover her up with stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe just like see if like can see anyone else around available to. Maybe I can send them to find Daphne or something.
Make me a perception intelligence.
Perception, intelligence. Oh, that's not. This was me, but that was the wrong.
Is it-
16.
Okay, 16.
This is for me. I rolled for me. It's just to change
It's okay,
that.
it's okay. You...
Oh
you...
my god, I've been my redirection. Why?
You,
Speaking, but then when I was replying, I was like, no.
Oh, you were muted, no worries. You scan kind of the area. There's only... Like, this is a pretty big open area, like almost like a park in the corner of the village of Kresk. And it's dark. Still, you see the outline of somebody hiding behind the corner of a house and like peeking out and looking at you guys. But you can't really see any other defining features than that.
They seem like they are trying to hide from us.
Yes, for sure.
How far away is that, roughly?
Like a little bit less than 50 meters. Like, if you raise your voice, you can be heard.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think like after I finish covering up and noticing that, I'll just go like a few steps towards that direction to make sure that she noticed that, and raise my voice. Hey, you're over there. Hey, could you help? Maybe.
The figure darts behind corner. Nothing happens.
Soul, are you around?
I'm right behind you all this time.
Oh,
He was not right behind you all this time.
hey. So you okay, right? You can find Daphne, right?
Yeah, I could definitely find Daphne. Just
Okay.
give me a sec. I'll be right back. What
And
happened to Styrex?
maybe, like-
She's sleeping.
Maybe ask other people to help you find, if you could, because maybe can you
I'm-
like do some healing stuff on Styrex maybe also?
Oh,
Um,
is she injured?
well, it's hard to tell. She's pretty cold. It's not like her.
Well, yeah, sure.
And I'll cast Healing Word and use Prestidigitation to like heat up the jacket.
That would require mending.
Mending to heat up a jacket. Is it not
Heat up
prestidigitation?
or mend. Oh, to heat it up. That, for sure, you can do
Yeah,
that with
warm it up.
prestidigitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you trying to do with healing word?
He listening to Leo. He's gonna cast Healing Word because I'm just gonna listen. Because
Okay.
I have no thought comprehension, and
You do cast it. Make me
Yeah.
a quick soul check.
soul check. Valid. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You. It's not a really stressful moment for you. You cast it. It affects Styrax, but you get the sensation when you do that there was nothing there to really heal.
Leo, are you sure that Styrax is hurting? Does it seem like anything that I need to heal?
Yeah, I guess I was just hoping there's some, you know, like, I don't know, something. You know, this vision, whatever she's having right now, is
Oh,
quite.
she's drinking from the water.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did.
ah,
Wait, then
She kind of had to.
ah.
I
Damn.
I'll just maybe Daphne has some magic stuff that she can do.
Okay.
I just feel uncomfortable not doing anything. I don't know how long this is gonna go.
I could go get Daphne.
Yeah,
Alright.
just let someone know maybe.
Okay, I go to Daphne. I'll be right back. And Soul stumbling his way to find Daphne. Back to Kresk.
Okay. I go stumbling away into the darkness. You do anything, Dale? What's your weight?
I'll just make sure to like check her now and then, and just see if like her condition is worsening or not, and just like try to pay attention.
Jag buggar. Jag bara sätter ihop.
No, nothing happens. Nothing bad happens.
After like a minute of silence, there's a childish voice that comes from behind. You guys are strange!
Oh, hey there.
Folk är superhjälpsamma.
I'll like turn around to and see the
Lära man och hjälpa man att bättre.
whoever's talking.
Nej, inte
The figure from behind that corner at the same house has come back. Like you see the outline of like a face. And you realize now this is pretty close to the ground. But you don't see more than that.
You don't have to be scared. You can come closer.
Slowly, ever so slowly, coming out from the corner of the house, taking a few steps forward. She walks into the light, but she keeps a pretty still like a distance between you, and she has her hands kind of behind her back, joined together, trying to look like she's unaffected by what's currently happening, and she's so brave, but she's a little bit scared. What's going on here?
Well, my friend here is facing her memories, I suppose. not the best ones, and seemed like whatever she witnessed was a little bit too much. You,
Yeah, I've heard that the pool can do strange things.
yeah.
She kind of brings up a hand to just stroke underneath her nose. Lifts her head up a little bit. Sniffs.
And you are?
Nyanka?
It's a nice name. Why not with the others
I don't like
partying,
it.
or you don't like it?
No.
Well,
Sounds girly.
it sounds too girly. I see. Well, maybe you can surprise people then with, you know, that's a good tactic. You seem like you're good at being sneaky. Maybe it could be part of your disguise. That name. You'll never know what's coming for them.
No way to do that.
True. Probably. Can tell.
Did you... Was she really mute? And you fixed that? Was that really the truth?
Well, I think. Well, don't you want to come a little bit closer? And it's nice and warm here around near the pool. I can tell you if you want to, but I don't want to shout it across the square.
I don't know. You guys are strange.
You don't have to be scared of us, even if we're a bit strange.
You made a tanker dance? You met with the abbot? You somehow survived Fidatov? And that lady over there, she, creates heat around her.
Yeah.
You guys
She
seem
is quite-
crazy.
Well, my friends are very capable magic users. Can do quite the crazy things. But I don't. You don't have to be scared that I'll do some crazy magic shenanigans. So, you can come closer.
I don't like you though.
Don't like me? That's hurtful. What have I done to deserve your mistrust?
You're too good and too successful. I haven't figured it out. And that's the problem.
That's
What's
the
your
problem.
deal?
And that's why you've been following me, or us, and not partying with the others, huh?
Dude, I would not let that man cook. Bro,
No.
No.
You don't know?
I guess I don't.
Exactly.
Well, my deal is that I can just seem,
Nice.
like your name. It's my presence that can be deceiving.
It's not your presence. I don't think you have one.
Wow, you're really out there to get me right now, huh?
There's something else going on. Now we'll figure it out.
Well, I'm sure you do, but should be careful.
There are no heroes in Barovia.
Well,
There
they
are no
weren't.
good things that can happen. Yet they have. So there's something wrong with you.
Well, we just happen to be able to help. And in this...
Nobody's able to help. So I'm pretty sure you're in cahoots with the devil.
I'm in the cahoots with the devil.
And I will find out, and I will rat on you.
All right. And let's say you're not happy that we got you food here.
That's not the point. Are you daft?
Oh. Can't you be happy about what would happen? I think no matter why it is here or what our deal is, we did help. No matter anything else, right? It's actions that speak the loudest.
There's always consequences.
Yeah, but not for you guys.
Ha!
If anything, it's gonna be consequences for us.
Say that to my non-existent friends.
No. I mean, with the... I remember.
Yeah, like Ilya.
Do you know anything? Did you see anything? Because technically, if we had a lead, we would be able to maybe help bring them back, or find them at least.
If I did, I would find a way to protect myself. But I will find out. And I will find out what is wrong with you. Just you wait. I will be there, in the shadows, always watching. I know where you sleep.
Oh, well, don't go too far from the village.
Damn.
Oh, that's stupid.
My boys are G's.
I'm not stupid.
Good. Well, I'll keep it in mind, and I'll help you figure it out.
Dude, my boy Big Vibin.
She opens her mouth like she wants to say something else, but then she closes it quickly. And then she does this quick motion of like pointing her eyes and pointing at you, pointing her eyes, pointing at you. Before she like creeps back into the darkness.
Ah,
Roberto.
it's gonna lean something and just look over to Starix again. And look over to where the girl went and just think a bit and just make, also make sure that Starix is fine.
Roberto.
A few more minutes passes. But then you hear the crunch of snow. Daphne and Sol appears.
Oh, great.
Hey, Leo. Look who I got.
Daphne kind of has this protective hand on Sol's shoulder to make sure he's not swaying too much.
Yeah.
Can I leave you for a goddamn second?
It was her decision. She, well,
You pulled items out of a cursed bag.
so did you.
Yep. Exactly. I told her everything that she needs
Like,
to know.
this is...
It is.
Realize
But
where
we did-
we are.
It wasn't necessarily clear that it was cursed, that much.
It has a
Ow.
big purple eye.
I ain't got no more.
Hey,
It's so pretty.
Nothing against people that have purple eyes, right?
And Katarina told you as much.
So you really went very clear on the explanation side, huh? Well-
Yep.
We were partying, right?
No secrets, right?
Also, the item wasn't really the problem. The problem was
You should have stopped her. Oh. What's wrong with her? What's happening?
I think she's sleeping.
she should be fine. She's just a bit cold. I don't know if you can do anything about that, but I'm sure. I mean, at some point she would have had to face it, right? It's best that it's at this moment where we can easily help.
Yeah, I just wish I was there.
Well,
Kan man
we got you here.
skapa en biljett med Cameron?
I guess better sooner than later. Okay, let's sit around her, precipitation from time to time to keep her warm. Make sure she's comfortable.
I already did one. Prestidigitation.
Don't hurt yourself.
I want more Stefan. Ugh.
Daphne puts a hand on your shoulder and pumps some healing into you, which sobers you a little bit up.
No! Why?
And she takes Stefan away from you.
No! Oh
Starrex needs you right now, soul.
Okay.
No complaints.
Fine. Oh my god. I hate healing after drunk. It gives you migraines.
But you're not
Okay.
completely sober, but she's definitely sobered you up a bit.
Oh, that hurt.
Good.
Alright.
Fine. And so we'll just go
Come on.
on the grass area and just lay open hand and open eyes, just lay there.
Daphne sits down, kind of crosses her legs, keeping close to Starrex. And you wait.
Yeah.
Time
I'll see
passes.
if I'll just see if the girls it's actually still lurking.
She is. She found another place to hide, but now you know what you're looking for. She is. But like 10 minutes later, there's like a soft voice of a woman calling out, maybe her name, and the little thing scurries away. More time passes. Starting to get like a little bit sleepy. But when you least expect it, Starks gasps. Her eyes immediately flutters open. And with that, we're gonna go for a short break. Yay!
Death and destruction. Death and destruction in your wake, Styrax. No holds bar.
Oh my god!
That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
really loved it.
Thank you. Tried very hard.
That I rue the day I will destroy it all. God damn. Fuck, man. Them vampires ain't right.
JJ, it took me a little bit. I think I wrote between 2 o'clock and 5:30.
In the morning?
No, it's like evening for me, right?
Uh-huh.
So 2 from this afternoon to 5:30 I was writing.
Oh. I thought this morning. I was like, damn, that's your sweet spot, I guess. Of a creative juices just
Well-
flowing.
But yeah, that's genuinely just amazing.
Thank you.
Hey.
That's why I had to like
It's-
run out and get some food.
Det kanske kommer senare.
It was really fun. It was really fun. Oh god. I feel a little bit out of breath. But I'm just gonna refill my glass for drink. And yeah, do the same. Pet your pets. Go to the toilet if you need to. And let's continue when we're back.
Okay.
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 Be right back, chat. 1 second.
What's happening here?
Alright, there I am.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, I'm excited for what comes next. Oof.
Hmm.
Is it only you and me?
I think.
Okay.
So, it seems like it.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just, you know, I have to walk and mute because I was doing stuff.
Oh my god.
That's okay. I hope you heard the whole thing though.
Oh yeah, I do. It literally was like a audible. I was like,
Good.
plot. Yes.
Yeah, I got a little bit concerned after a while, like, oh my god, maybe this is a little bit too long.
Nah, it's all good. It's a story-driven game, so
That's true. That's true.
there has to be some story.
Hopefully.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome
Hey.
back. Thank you nonetheless, JJ, for the lurk. Hope it goes well. Thank you for being here.
Basically, vad jobbet att göra.
Okay,
Betala
all right.
för-
Do we
för-
feel
och-
ready for what comes next?
och, boende för dig och,
Suppose so. Something not. So,
och mat.
ready.
Death and destruction on Styrax Swing.
Det är allting. Så det är samma
Let's
sak.
go.
Okay.
För när du äger slavar då betalar du boende, mat.
Sarx. You wake up
Det är en
suddenly.
fringe slavery.
You're on the ground in the grass. What do you want to do?
So immediately, Saras will just like stand up and like sit down, like when you wake up from a nightmare, just instantly up and instantly bringing her hands to her head and just shaking everything. Also, she starts to just breathing very heavily and fast, shaking like no one saw her shaking like that ever. And her soul mark starts to just like bright more and then less, like it varies, like almost like she's trying to contain some spells.
Everybody takes 2 fire damage around her.
That
Sure. I think Leo was noticing like it right away. It's been a while, and she's like going up, and he's like, "Oh shit, Cyrix! Hey, hi. Are you a Volcard?"
Daphne stands
just
up with you and also like shies away a little bit from the heat, but like then stands back in again resolutely.
Right.
She doesn't know if she's supposed to touch you or not touch you, so she just hovers close by.
it's all rolled. From her lay down position, he just rolled to the left.
I think you
And
actually
extend that.
fell asleep.
Yes.
And then you were
That
startled.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And you were
I fell
startled
asleep.
awake.
Yeah, and I was like, ah! No, please, Styrax, I didn't do anything stupid this time. Oh, shit. Yes.
Then you can just hear her pretty much just repeating to herself, no, this couldn't happen, no, just constantly.
Well,
Eh,
does she seem like she's taking in anything right now, or does she even recognize us, or does she seem like?
So far, it's not even, she didn't even look away to any of you.
There is a bright red light that starts to being lit from within her body.
I think I rush like forward and like just try to like get her like on the upper arms and just like try to keep her from shaking too much.
As
Trying to.
as soon as you try to get to touch her, all of a sudden Hellish Rebuke is cast.
Oh god.
Okay,
Oh,
that's a dexterity saving throw, right? Make me a dexterity saving
I'll-
throw.
Can I
No, your snap out doesn't work.
inspiration?
That could work, but I think you need to do that in
Yeah.
advance. It's a 20 though, so that's probably a save.
Yeah. But you take
3
Five
damage.
Plus
Understand.
3. So
Lord.
7.
okay.
I should have gotten that spell, but
Daphne calls out, "Snap out of it! Starix, are you okay?"
Styrax, hey, you here? Hello?
There's no response except for a no, this couldn't be happening. Why is this all of this? All of this is fucking her fault.
It's over. You just. It's all good. Nothing's gonna happen to you, okay? Just relax. Focus on us, our voices. Just start breathing slower, okay?
Make
Yeah.
you can if you want to do a composure saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Hey.
say. To ask.
Composure, right?
Yeah.
That's a mental social. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll make that a straight roll because of snap out. I'll be like, hey, Styrax, you okay?
Out.
Snap out of it. Hello, you almost killed Leo again.
Hey, 21. Yeah.
Oh, the kind of red light that is emanating from Starix's chest dies down a little bit, but it's not completely gone.
Also, you can see Starax that the shaking is it's less shaky, and the breathing is kind of going back to normal, but still she just like she just keeps talking to herself of this is just not possible. There's no way they could do this. How I need to
Styrax, hey. Can you look at us for a sec?
doesn't look.
Doesn't look.
No, still just shaking her head. Just
Something shaking her up this badly. It's pretty bad. She probably saw something that she doesn't really want to see.
Starix. You can relax. Whatever happens, whatever any of it means, can't hurt you right now. Just try to focus on your surrounding. So perfectly comfortable here. You don't have to worry. You can sort it out, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you can.
it's Daphne. It's Leo. It's Sol, your friends. We're here. Whatever you need, just talk to us.
Starax again breathe just goes a little bit normal and she stopped actually talking to herself and stopped shaking her head. I still say her whole body's shaken, but right now she actually just was the first time she actually looked at all you three. I, I, this is just, how could they do such a thing? Is they ripped everything from me.
And I give her a hug. She seems to be more responsive again.
Daphne moves in as well for a hug, kind of pulling soul with her.
Pat on Cyrex head. Hey, we're here.
We
Okay?
don't. Maybe it's best for you to lay down again and try to feel reality right now.
Yeah. You don't have to force yourself telling us what you've known.
Yeah, let's
fine.
first. Okay.
Starbucks is still kind of. It's not very heavily, but still like it's not the normal at she breathes. Just like nods really fast and just like goes silent, and the only few words she says is like, "Just need silence," and still shaken. Just looks to the heart.
I like, take like a step backwards so Styrix gets her space again. And just kind of like sitting in a way that he mostly looks away, but he has like her in the corner of her eye, in her eyes, if anything happens. And just, breathes, does his best to do like long breaths in order to like bring that over, that feeling of long breaths and relaxation just to everyone and himself.
Daphne keeps her heavy hand on your shoulder, but she's relaxed.
Yeah.
And she takes a step away from you, and also kind of looks away, gives you space in some sense, but she remains connected to you.
Yep, Soul will just step away, just sitting down as well. And just give like a breathe like in a sort of like familiar rhythm, just to like, I don't know, in hopes that it will help Styrax calm down.
And after a few minutes, you can see Styrax that all of a sudden, randomly, she just throws a firebolt up in the sky, and then stares at the light bolt that was casted. And all of a sudden, is this expression of anger.
You want to get mad? You want to scream? Come on, scream! Shoot me with the fireball! Stark, scream!
No words. It seems like she's ignoring everyone.
Fun fact, faktiskt.
Usually happens for me, but okay, sorry.
It was a good try.
Damn, she's definitely going.
Från Afrika.
Something inner turmoil. Really wonder where this water comes from, eh?
Yeah. Seems to have quite the magical capabilities.
The cause directs. Something is in that indeed.
Starbucks now will open, just get her notebook, and in the notebook on the last page, we'll start just drawing and writing.
Just let her be. She'll just say something to us when she's ready. You know.
Like maybe we'll camp out here
Yeah,
for tonight.
I'm down.
Maybe. It's pretty comfortable on the
Yeah.
grass, so we have camping equipment.
Yeah, and
Maybe
we
we should-
have the statue right there as our protector, so we're fine.
Yeah, so maybe we should start setting something up.
Of course. I will help.
Setting up our tents.
I'll set mine up.
While Starix is
Clickety clackety.
waiting. And if it gets like too late, since it's already pretty late,
Mm-hmm.
Starix doesn't like, stop
It's like 11
being
by now.
active,
Mm-hmm.
then Leo would approach, but it depends on how long this goes on.
Yeah. It's closing in around 11. You're a quick writer. You want to capture every moment that you. You want to sketch down the faces, mom and your dad. You write down their name. You write down your own name. Trying to capture every moment. It takes a while. It also takes frustratingly little time. Because no matter how much you saw, it was still too little. Too short. Takes you the better part of an hour. But at that point you have exhausted every detail.
Styrax, after writing every single detail, she will just close her notebook, stand up, and just say, "Thank you, but it's better if we try to rest. I just got what I wanted." And then keeps walking.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, I just passed
I-
on for a second. She
Yeah,
wants to
just-
what?
I think she wants to go back to her normal sleeping places.
I-
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yep,
just
yep.
let's
Yeah,
follow her.
no, I'm not gonna. No, let's go.
Or maybe
Let's-
she just want to take a walk.
Or wants to be alone for a moment. Either way, we'll just clean this up, and we're just gonna go back.
Yeah, so like follow like a little bit behind her and be like,
You can see that it's actually going to the Burgomaster house.
yeah.
Nothing weird.
Daphne
Yeah.
stays behind and helps, you know.
No, I stay behind as well to help.
Okay.
I'm sorry that all of this happened. Shouldn't have encouraged you pulling out of the bag. Kind of like moves in front of her and like opens the door for her to the house.
Bex?
Make sure.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, the door is unlocked, but there's no... There doesn't seem to be a Dimitri around. Whatever, he may be at somewhere else's house, or he may have passed out in his own, like, kind of bedroom area.
You know, just make sure. Just be there, and just let her go.
Starks, do you head downstairs?
Yeah, Starbucks will instantly just go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Just actually not going to sleep. We'll just spend like probably I would say an hour. Just like again, just going through the pages, see right and all the sketches of everything. Just trying to make amends with what is actually really happened.
Eventually, Soul, Daphne as well comes with the backpack. I gave a questioning look to Leonard, who seems calm. And eventually you find peace and calm inside of the beds of the missing children and dead children of Dmitry Kraskov's house. Laid into the night, one after the other. Well, at least Soul, which is pretty quick. Sleep takes you. You all have been for a very long time. I know that Daphne will roll enough HP back and recover half of her.
To recover
Half.
of her.
But you recover half and then you spend. So yeah, she has to spend it. She
2d8,
takes
right?
damage.
Smaller first than big, or big first?
It's big first, and you regain
okay.
smaller first.
So 2d10, half of my hit dice. Okay. Let's see these amazing rolls. 11 HP back, 21. Zero health dice. Amazing.
I think Daphne is back to full health. I don't know how much
In-
damage she
in-
took.
In my case, I'm
yes,
full
we had-
HP again.
Took like 10 damage.
Yeah, okay. That should
Ah,
Then
fantastic.
she has 1 AP less than normal.
I like having zero health dice. It's amazing. Big old goose egg. Alright. Morning, sunshine.
Yeah. Morning comes. Not really morning. Lunchtime comes.
Oh, nice.
You like awake in between, like naturally, depending upon how much sleep you guys have gotten. awkward yesterday was. Between 11 and 1 in the afternoon. But eventually you all kind of gather by the table of the Burgomaster's house to some breakfast or brunch together.
Miss Styrax will just let you borrow her notebook. We'll just like offer you to take it and just say last pages. That's everything I got.
Okay. We'll just like as 3 people sit around that book and
Yeah, basically. Kind of crowd.
Read it.
Basically, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see here. Oh, that stick figure is probably her.
notice
Oh, that's-
figures.
Oh,
I think she's a little bit better at drawing than that.
I'm better at drawing.
Like, it's not like an
As soon as you say
artwork.
as soon as you say stick figure, Styrax will just like give you a stare of like, this is not the time for jokes.
Look, I'm sorry.
Kind of Daphne kind of slaps you on top of your head.
God damn. Oh.
Be kind.
Oh right! Oh look, there's it's underlined right here. Be kind. Wow, you actually took reference from the book. Yes.
Soul,
Yes.
for once in your life, can you be quiet?
Yeah. Okay. Shut.
And then also Styrax will just like accompany with the kind of like the emotions she got through the whole experience.
Okay.
Yeah, then we like read everything through, close the book and give it back to her.
Holy shit, sir.
Yee. Damn.
What the fuck did they do?
That is what I want to know right now. I wish I could just know what they did. But one thing for certain. They will pay for that. Experiment with souls and use pretty much kids as weapons, nothing else. Not even caring about their lives. Just use them for one use and gone. And also made me think. Estradania's kidnapping children. What if she's also doing the same, but more consistently? And even worse. Because I'm a failed experiment that somehow survived. What if she manages to do it? To finally fuse a dragon soul to someone's body?
Well, in your notes, it says that the experimentees were tiefling children. And who were what type of people that were kids missing here in Barovia?
But
Half elves, right?
I still can't tell if that's the thing.
Yeah.
I only saw that part and saw a failed one. but
So, let's just say that Stradania is also doing this experimentation. That means that almost every vampire lord that the Protector is fighting against may have some hand in completing this type of research.
keep in mind that the soul of a dragon is a lot of magic. And even in my case, if that seal breaks, I might just stop. I'm gone.
I want.
How do you feel, Starix?
I actually don't know how to put it in words. In part, I'm glad that now I know. But on the other, just. And you can see Styrax starts to form a fist and just tighten it. Pretty much hatred. That someone can actually just do this and get away.
Yeah. It's not right by any means.
No one
I-
should experiment with life.
Yeah. I agree.
Do they just randomly kidnap tieflings?
I mostly, right now, care about you and that you're doing fine. You can kill all the vampires later. I just...
One thing for certain. I will not tolerate those that did this. And they will pretty much see what they did. And they will see why they shouldn't.
I mean, I think we'll support you on that. This is nothing that I want to exist,
Mm-hmm.
ever. It is sickening how little life means to vampires. Should we... What do you think is best for you right now, Starix? Should we try to find something else to occupy ourselves with for the moment, so our thoughts can, like, have a chance to rest? Or...
We already have little time.
No, technically, we don't have time pressure yet.
Half of the day is already gone.
Yeah.
I think all of
and-
us need some rest.
Yeah, I mean, last time we kind of, like, didn't sleep between, like, a bunch of fights. And maybe we're... Maybe we are rushing too much. Right now, there is no time pressure. We haven't done anything that puts us on a timer. Although we will have to do something eventually.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to be today.
I think we should figure out what we want to do. Where are we going next?
Agree. Well,
Didn't we say we're gonna go south to the mountains?
well, I was thinking that I should try to keep Stradania from being mad at everything. So I wanted to talk to her because of that, and hopefully we can arrange something where I give back the ring and we go. That's the reason we go back to the palace and castle. I mean, and we can, take the skull. Because I feel like if we officially go there, it's a lot easier than trying to get there, which is
Yes.
consequences if we do anything else first.
So you want the plan to take the skull put in motion.
Keep in mind one thing, Leo. Estradania gave you the ring because he wants to know where you are.
Yeah.
I don't think she's willing to give it back.
It depends on how charming I can be, I think. There's plenty of benefits for her, staying on the good side. So if I just keep her there, keeping her having her feel like, being on the good side with me is just gonna make everything work, then she might agree with it. I'm sure she has plenty of ways to track us outside of this ring. I mean, this ring means more than just tracking, right? It's a digital ring of the family, and only very trusted members ever were in possession of one, and it allowed you to teleport to the castle. It's well, I would say I would gauge her mood and thus decide whether or not it's even worth attempting. But at least trying to remove some of her fears so she doesn't start killing people randomly and, vampire stuff. We just read about it.
You are right now playing with fire with that.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the best idea is go back to Balaki and meet with Rickton and Essie. And just
I create a much more detailed plan.
I think I should play with fire. Getting quite used to it now.
There's also the
Yeah.
Mordecai's at the vineyard.
Yes.
Those three
Some noise.
questions can be very vital to us.
I agree.
With that, do we have any do we have set questions that you all want to
That's
ask?
why I wanted to talk to her as well. It is very reasonable for me to talk about what I saw, because she already knows it anyway. She also knows that I saw it. So, and she she has no reason. Well, she has less reason to keep it from me now that I know it already. So I might be able to get something out of her about all of this. Something that can help us get better answers, or make better questions.
Though, I still think that we should let our allies, most likely Rickton and Hezi, to know what's going on.
On the
in
other
some way.
hand, we do not know if the forest folk has more of those creatures. Maybe the vineyard is under attack again.
Well,
How how
if
about
if
the?
no, go ahead.
I was thinking of how about convincing the elves move from their camp towards the Mardikovs, but I
As,
don't think that's possible.
I think if something happening with the Mordecai, I think Blue would be telling us.
But we
as,
sent her
as,
away
as,
towards the village
as,
of Blue.
as Tyrax seeing us, we don't make any decisions. We're just like, okay, the arm pulls them up. Okay, let's decide.
Segway DM
I-
to pull the map out.
Yes.
Hey.
I think I
Ah,
should
yes.
talk with her and see just where things are at. And we can go towards the vineyard, considering on the way there's 2 teleportation circles that could go to and use. If
There-
there's a reason to.
There's also one in Valaki.
Yeah. So
At least one.
you have to remember, if we go to the castle and we go away from the castle, we could come out where we want to. Technically, I mean, kinda understand how it works. We just have to pick the right crystal.
Do I need to
So-
remind you that it's a giant skull and it's in the middle of that room that everyone will notice is missing?
Well, that's the thing.
It's not so many
I
people.
prefer that once I like the original idea that the only time that we're gonna take the skull is when Leo pulls back the ring, and most often, especially now, reduce our contact with her, and the only time we're gonna go back to her is giving back the ring.
Cool game,
Yeah.
Dave.
Well, at least
Cool
that's
game for cool
like
dudes.
the guys. I mean, I could make up plenty of excuses to go to the castle if the ring phone fails, I suppose.
Talking
Yes,
to her
but-
is dangerous, but
Yes.
what Leo told us, their way that they parted sounded very tense. I can also
Yes.
see it from the perspective of knowing what she's up to could also be valuable. You just have to be careful, Leo, so you don't reveal information we don't want her to know. Or you can just be
I-
pulling her attention towards us again.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think the attention is gonna be on us no matter what I do?
The problem is we don't
Yes.
know.
I think if she feels like that I'm truthful, and that she feels like I'm not angry at her, that can reduce a lot of the tension.
And what are you going to say that, oh yes, you killed my precious fiancé and you are fine with it? That's not
Well-
believable.
Well,
Oh.
you know that I can have my way with words. I was thinking more about leaning towards being disappointed that she lied to me all this time, and thinking that saying that I'm not angry at her, it's not for me to be,
I
but
don't know. That's a very, very dangerous line you're walking.
well,
Slap the shit out.
so I have to be real. As Styrix said, it's not logical for me to just be all happy. It's
Yeah, it's gonna
and I'm not. I can
so fucking sus.
seep through just the feeling of you know, sadness, right? For all that happened. And she expects that much of me. She expects way more of me, so she would already expect me to be angry and aggressive towards her when I talk to her. So just being calm and sad, it's not gonna be that surprising to her, I think. Or well, surprising in a good way. She's not gonna be surprised at how well I'm handling it.
It's a risky move, but guys, we just talked about how much Leonard has grown over this couple of weeks in Barovia. We gotta trust him.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that it is a risky move.
True, but if he
He's not-
believes in it,
Well,
also about Valaki, I am eager to meet up with Richten again. But we also told him to investigate the Standing Stones. That could mean that he's not at Valaki when we get there.
Yeah.
that's true.
Mm.
But
And
True.
the less contact with him, unless we got something we really need to tell him, the better.
Yeah, I think
If you also let me point one more thing. Keep in mind that we still didn't touch Morgantha's territory.
that's true.
He's a sure enemy of us right now.
True.
And since the stone is near the windmill,
yeah, I think we don't have that much protection on us anymore, no matter how well my conversation goes with her. That much is clear. So you don't have to do it today. There's a lot of things happen. There's technically still the missing children from Kresk.
oh right,
They're out and about. So
Razi is
Well-
still up there.
based on the
Oh boy.
what Styrex has information, they're probably at Sardania's house or here, up there, experimented on for body parts.
Vi har ett headset
Ja.
om du vill ha, Erik.
Well,
could be important. It could be a waste of time.
okay.
I'll tell you what. There's a girl that's been following me or us. So I
Yeah,
would probably have
I
to do
know,
the
I
whole.
saw her too.
Så hon kanske vill ha
So the whole talking with Sardanian thing is probably a once we leave Kresk thing. Just in case. I don't wanna.
You can
That's
do
not-
it in the basement.
That's fair. But I could do it here.
Also, well, I guess your plan of talking to her seems the first thing we must do.
Yeah. You
Hey.
kind of like sits up more straight. I can be ready if we want it to be.
No, let's do it in another day. As Daphne said, I think we should take a rest. We've been moving very, very much.
You should do it when you feel ready for it. So if
Yeah.
that is now, then go ahead. If you need some time to collect yourself, we're here for you, Leo.
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Mm.
Sarah,
I think,
the same.
yeah, I think with the whole new vampire information stuff, I'll need to think a bit on that. Maybe there's... Maybe that can Maybe I can find something out about that too. So let me just think about that for a bit. And I feel like right now there are other things when it comes to relap. Just staying here maybe for another half day.
Yeah.
I need to sharpen my equipment, clean it.
And
We also have a bunch of items to identify.
I was about to say, Styrex has like 6 hours time.
I actually forgot about that.
Wait, what? 6 hours?
Better if I start doing it now.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
like get your head
Identifying the stuff.
onto other things, right? Your head
If
is
you're
probably gonna
ready.
get filled with information, so probably maybe nice to think about other things.
I think having something to do might also help to just simulate what I just learned.
And I wanted to talk with Dimitri again. I asked him if he had anything on his great grandfather, maybe. Just to see if we can figure out more of the connection there. I mean, maybe it's nothing. Maybe he just happens to choose to poison them, but maybe he was also told to. So I want to just see what the connection was.
Alright.
And if there's anything more on information here. And maybe we should at least try to see if we can find anything about the missing kids again and unravel that a bit to see if it's something we can achieve or if it's out of reach right now. Okay. So I'll leave you to it, Starix, and I'll just see if I find Dimitri anywhere.
Starrock nods.
I will come with you.
Thanks. Sol, if you wanna like maybe talk to other people about the missing kids, maybe they can give you some information. Maybe you can just listen around, you know,
Yeah, I
and
could
just
do
see if you
that.
hear anything.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll just walk. I was about to say I was just gonna walk around and maybe chance upon of finding something about the missing children.
Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Let's go.
know
Starbucks
what we need to do.
will stand up, go to the basement, and start identifying.
Yay!
Aha, yay!
Print paper.
I'm a printer right now. Which is 6 items, so yeah.
Yeah.
I have enough spell slots.
You have a Google Doc
Uh,
printout format.
But ritual casting identify, it's it would take time, but no spell slots.
Technically, it's also 7 because we have the little stick.
You will become exhausted from it because spamming ritual spells is tired.
Yeah, I mean we'll use
It
the
will
whole
be.
half day probably,
Yeah.
so she doesn't get exhausted or loses the exhaustion again later.
Okay. Alright.
I know she's too much, just giving her too much things right now.
She's too busy to think.
Okay, so off you go. Who wanna start?
I'm looking for Dimitri.
Mhm.
Is he up and about and is in the house? Or...
You can find him in the house. He seems to have left before you woke up.
And I'll move outside and see if I can ask people where the burgomaster is.
Yeah. Asking your way, you can find him in side of the barn. It's been cleaned up now, and there's like a small gathering of Barovians in front of the 2 barrels that have moved into the barn now, kind of just in the vestibule. And there seems to be talking about organizing the food and its spread. But when the door opens, eventually, like, they turn to you and realize who it is. There's immediate smiles and welcome words from the grass guides. Dimitri, still a bit stressed and pressed that he flashes like a quick smile, but kind of goes back to his normal voice.
Hello there.
Lord Leo, anything we can do for you?
Well, at first I was wondering if the 2 barrels are enough for you people to rebuild the infrastructure for food again.
Someone come back, Joe.
With rationing, we think it's gonna last us at least a couple of months. At least according to these documents. It's hard to know what's actually inside of there.
If it helps, we can also leave a 3rd barrel. We were just
There's more?
Well, we were thinking about maybe also giving other people some food if they need to. But there is another barrel and some more, even, technically. I didn't want to overwhelm everyone with a bunch of barrels. But if you guys have now, like, maybe talked about it a bit more, maybe it's more clear what's needed and whatnot.
Well, we all agree that we need to be aggressive about expanding the sheep. We do not have any cows left at all, but if we breed them a lot while surviving on this food, perhaps we can increase your numbers to a point where we can survive on them. And come spring, the fields will be more bountiful again with the help of the waters of Saint Marcorvias. For now, at least, it seems fine, but should all of our sheep die as well? Well, that's over, right? That threat?
Det blev aldrig... Han har bara...
Well,
Det blev aldrig AIDS, kanske.
I would. Well, there's a lot of things going on here in Kresk, to be fair. Whenever we came in, I can't guarantee you that we got rid of everything. We tried our best, so we'll give you a third barrel, and
Thank you.
that should help.
Yes.
On another note, did you look for the documents on your great grandfather that was also named Dimitri, or around?
We're all named Dimitri. I am the 7th.
Yeah, 400 years ago. Is there some? Did he maybe have some personal notebook things, or is there some official stuff that you have on him that could be helpful for us?
I used it sleeping material for yesterday, and I can say, Leonard, there's not much that has survived. Or records of births and deaths and the agriculture, the husbandry.
Good to know.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll just take a look at that, but it seems like there's probably not going to be too much.
Do you have any specific worries?
They might have poisoned the feeder toss way back when,
Jag skulle inte säga det bara för...
leading to
Poisoned?
that's what happened over there.
I mean, I know that Dmitri II, my forefather, was greatly disappointed with the engagement being cut off, but that sounds
Exactly.
extreme.
That's why I was wondering if there might be more motives that we can figure out.
The Vidatovs were a friend, a great ally.
Yeah.
We, together with Saint Markovia, we bartered some of the waters for some of their aid. It was a fruitful relationship. We were, from what I understand, they were scouts sent out to see what happened to them after. Well, the mists came, and nobody has ever returned. Until you, that is.
Yeah. Quite a complicated thing we wrapped up, so I think no one's gonna get lost there anymore.
What
But yeah, there must have been more reason to his actions, which I was hoping to find some information on. Saint Markovia, what exactly did happen to her? She wasn't with the feeder toss.
Yeah, make a
What my father told me is that
Faktiskt,
after the mist rose, the relationship between Saint Markovia and
kostar like 90% mer.
the devil deteriorated.
Så bara office
The clerics and healers and doctors of the abbey demanded answers from her. The lack of respect, propriety, apparently angered the devil. There was a war between the two. And Saint Markovia and her followers, all but one, died. Miss Tasha helped us for as long as she could and tried to keep the abbey in good shape, but she died. The abbey became uncomfortable to be at, and we abandoned it. Then, as you know, the abbot arrived a couple of years ago.
2001 var hyper competitive year.
Alright.
Visst ni? Vad kommer 2001?
Well, one more thing.
Shut your over.
We were thinking on having another look at the disappearing children
Jo, bara.
with everything cleared up a bit now. Is
You've done quite enough for us, Reed. But of course, whatever I can do to help.
it was just I wanted to get a fresh up. There's a lot of information that has come through us in recent times. So I wanted to get the baseline back. Your son was out there hunting, right? And then
Yes, he was a part of a group who went out hunting and gathering in the forest. Just a few weeks ago.
Mhm. And then after that, more children started disappearing, right?
No, that's something that has always happened.
Mm.
From time to time, they disappear in the night. For centuries now. But there's been an unusual amount lately.
there any is there any similarities between children that have been picked?
But not in a racial way.
All young,
Or is it
underneath 15 winters.
okay?
Otherwise, I don't know.
Has anyone ever seen anything, heard anything post these disappearances?
Well, many in the village have outhouses rather than bathrooms inside of their homes. The most common thing that would happen is that a child would wake up during the night and head out to relieve themselves, and they never return. The parents sleep and know that the child is gone. Sometimes they have been taken from us while we have ventured outside of the walls, which has helped us to scourge ourselves to ever leave. But there's also been a few times where a wall has been broken down and they've been snatched from their beds. A great noise, but they quickly disappear. From what I know, nobody have seen anything. The closest we come is hearing.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. Probably gonna stay for the rest of the day and leave in the morning.
Oh, you're welcome to stay as long as you want, of course.
Thank you.
It's been nice to have you in my home. It's been lonely.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all that happened. I wish we could have stopped it.
As I said, you've done quite enough, quite enough. I can't ask for more.
Wish for more? It's not wrong.
Wishful thinking.
No. Alright, we'll see what we can find, and thank you again for...
No. Pleasure's all mine. Take care.
And I'll head back to Dirax. Maybe see if I can, on the way back to the Burgomaster's house, see if the kid is up and about, like...
And make me a
help
perception
me.
intelligence.
Yeah.
$15.
15.
You're not really sure. See anything.
Yeah.
But
Just head back. Just
the kind of hair on the back of your neck is on end. It feels like you're being watched. Even if you don't know where it comes from.
Alright. I'll head back to Starix.
Alright.
Let's see what you found.
Still?
Hess. Muted?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Make me an investigation check.
Oh yeah, baby. It is time for my awful roll to come out, as always. Alright, investigation... Cunning? Oh, cunning, yeah. Hello. I fucking knew it. Let's go.
I mean, people are glad to see you and they're like welcoming, you know, smiles and stuff like that. They're still a little bit uncomfortable about you being a tiefling. But they are still friendly enough that you gather exactly the same information that Dimitri had. That from time to time over the years, children would mysteriously disappear. A few times, it seems to have been that they woken up in the night, needed to go to the bathroom, headed out of the house, and was never seen again. Sometimes, especially in the past when they were more brave to venture out from outside of the walls to gather mushrooms and go hunting, check the traps and stuff like that. Younger children, if they joined in on these excursions, disappear from that group. And it was always when they were like alone and vulnerable. There have also been a few unique times where the wall to the children's bedroom was broken down and they were basically taken from their beds. But this was so fast that when the parents came awake and rushed in and looked out, there was nothing there.
So this creature is agile and strong and knows how to attack on the right moment.
Yeah.
And they were alone.
Just from simple deduction, it means that whatever this is, or who this is, they're smart, know what they're doing, but strong.
And being able to lure children out of their homes based on what they said with the children just went out in the night.
Well, as I said, not all houses in Kresk has a bathroom inside of the house. Many of them have a freestanding outhouse. Yeah. So if they wake up in the middle of the night, need to go to the bathroom, they leave the house, headed for the outhouse. Was never
And
seen
that's
again.
when they... And when was the last child got missing? 3 days ago, right? When we arrived? No.
No,
Right before
but a couple of days ago was this one. But what was unusual about that was that not only one child was taken, but two. Never has that happened before.
Who was taken?
And
It's,
a week or so ago, a little bit more than a week ago, the last surviving child of Dimitri and Anna was also taken.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna ask, if the two children that were missing, are they related in some shape or form?
They came from
Or
two
are they
different
two
houses.
separate-
They came from two different houses.
I fear that it might be that.
In general, you do hear most of the Crest Guides lament Dimitri's luck because his brother-in-law turned into a monster. Anna died because of it. 3 of his children has died from sickness. And the last surviving one, Ilya, who was not even like geared, like he had his firstborn was another Dmitri, you know, Dmitri Junior. But Ilya, more than a week ago, went out on one of these hunting excursions and he disappeared. And so now there's only Dmitri left. No one to carry on his bloodline.
Wait, were there guards placed in the evening?
They're not really a
Trained individuals.
yeah, like they're not really a town that is ready for that. There are some tougher adults, but the few of them there is, they often patrol the walls, like the palisades and the gate. There aren't enough people to cover all of Kresk. Like there used to be about 75 people, including like old people and children, and then a few of them has died, so now there's 70 or been taken.
So, and the guards didn't report anything unusual when these nights kidnappings occur inside of the village.
That's all you learn. Like confirming what Leo heard from Dmitri.
Okay. Either there's a secret entrance, or they're here somewhere.
Get called out on that.
Yeah, there's important walls around Kresk, so yeah. Question is, where do they come from?
That's true. Well, honestly, there's nothing else that I will have garner information. Seems that it's getting dry, so I will just
Yeah.
most likely return.
What you learn is just
And-
confirming what Leo learned and just drawing like simple conclusions from what you see.
Just the same conclusions. All right.
Okay. Up again in the Burgomaster's house.
Yeah.
Haha, very well known to us all.
Okay. You head down into the basement, I guess.
Yeah, I'm heading down to the basement.
And see what items Cyrix already has.
Taking
Figure it out.
Cyrus longer to do this than it took you for doing all of that. And talk to investigate. Like, Saul comes back definitely later than Leo and Daphne does, but Cyrus is not finished when you come back.
Not probably just with one item.
Hey.
Hey.
If you come to check on the things, I'm not done yet.
That's fine. I'm just
A
gonna
good point to reconvene.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck this hard leg.
I'm just letting you know what I know. Basically, it is I'm guessing what you already know, Leo. But either I reached the same conclusions of basically either the person who's kidnapping these children are either here or there's a secret entrance.
Maybe. We know that whatever happened to Dimitri's son was outside of Kresk. And while there is no causation, like there's no cause between the two things necessarily, could just be correlated, there were more incidents of kids being taken and even 2 kids at once. So it could be reasoned with that whatever happened outside and that the hunting party came upon was this thing that takes kids. So that would mean it would be outside, or at least it went out to follow the hunting party, which would be a strange decision.
One
I
thing's
don't
for
know.
sure, this creature is rather intelligent.
How did that?
Like very
Mhm.
intelligent. It's not a simple beast or monstrosity of sorts.
Could it be maybe one of the monsters we saw upstairs, like the chimeras?
I was thinking that as well.
I think we get Resius's word for it, I suppose. That he didn't do anything outside of those that come here, and then he keeps them here. I mean, obviously they can still do it.
Yeah, he claimed to me that the chimeras he had there were all people who chose to came to him and asked for help.
What? Probably an external factor, but wasn't there a... How many witches are in this place? 3, right?
Three main witches, the Night Apostles.
The Night Apostles. Is
Mm.
there like a nearby Night Apostle location near here? I don't think so,
No.
right?
I think, aren't we in Papas Llega's territory?
She was in the swamps of Barras, that's where she is at.
I remember that too, which I think is south.
Yeah.
I was thinking probably
We had
it's
like
one
whole
of them
talk
and their
where she was like,
minions.
yeah, we can
They're
come
one of
by.
their minions. I would want to stay up late and see if they might come back to take more children. Wait, sorry. Is there more children? Right? They might take. There's that girl.
Well, there's definitely one kid that's been following me around. I mean, if you're staying here anyway, I mean, we can take shifts and just do normal shifts. That way we can, one is up and about while the others are sleeping.
There were also a handful more that you saw during the party.
So there are more.
But perhaps, all in all, a dozen of them.
Yeah.
Different ages.
And it could be worth going towards where the hunting party went.
Yeah, and also I would like to know if which houses doesn't have a bathroom in them, and if they have children, that means that most likely they're targets.
It doesn't seem to be necessarily reasoned with when kids are captured, right? There's no like time connection or anything.
It doesn't seem like it.
To me, it seems more like a predatory reflex than like meticulous planning of taking children.
Yes, but while we're here, I think it would be wise to still be on guard and have a chance to see if this creature is real or it comes back or not, and we might have a chance to stop it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And we'll see like at this hunting party when roughly, and then we think that's about what we can do. Like, if nothing comes up, then nothing comes up.
Yeah.
We have to accept that we have other things that are more pressing.
But still, something isn't right with the guards when it comes to this. They're probably lazy, but do you think they will put more emphasis on guarding this type of stuff?
I don't think they could handle anything coming for them, to be honest.
I mean, their children disappearing sounds pretty motivating. I don't think it's their fault.
It's fair. I'm just thinking that if it's anything similar power level to Mirko, then they wouldn't stand a chance if they would find anything.
But they're still
in the whatchamacallit. But wasn't there any report to at least have a description of who's taking these children?
Yeah, there's
None at all.
There's nothing there. I don't know. I
Very suspicious.
either the creature is very capable of evading,
Or
or
visibility.
people have either forgotten because of his abilities, or they are sided with the thing, or something along those lines. Maybe they get intimidated into not telling. I don't know.
I don't. The cards doesn't. They don't think they. Actually, now you say that.
I don't
They might
know.
got
Just spitballing.
intimidated. No, I think it makes sense, but that doesn't make any sense though. Still, of
Well-
why. Either way, I will do a quick jog and
Do you think
at the night.
the gods are suspicious over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? They might be the cult. I don't know. Maybe they're the ones who took the children.
Impossible. People here are getting very weird very quickly. Very fanatical. Also.
They're the only ones who are active at night, so they are surely be taken by the.
Can be plenty of
Maybe it is not.
imagination.
Maybe it is not a large monster. It's probably just a group.
Possible.
Okay. All right. Anyways, enough thinking about that. I'll just go into a rabbit hole. Anyways, how's your end?
Well, not much really. I think we just settle down and wait for Starix to finish the items and see what we get here and prepare for the night. And our plan to stake out throughout the night.
Yeah.
Daphne agrees with that. Okay. So, 20 minutes or so passes. Then Daphne, sorry.
I'm not here anymore.
You have discovered what all of them do. Let's discover it together, shall we?
Oh my god!
Yay!
Holy shit.
Magic item.
So first of all, we got the breastplate of thirst. Starks is able to tell you that it is a +1 breastplate, and it has an additional effect where it says before you roll to hit, you may open a vein for thirst armor. It will suck from you 1 HD that you may then add to both hit and to damage of a melee or ranged weapon attack. Decide which HD you want to sacrifice to the armor if you have several sizes of the HD die.
Oh.
Nice.
We'll deal
nice,
the
nice.
same amount of
Mhm.
damage that the
Oh, that's really
armor does.
That's fucking good, especially for Daphne, who's like.
Yeah,
got
Daphne
the
is very
fucking
interested about this.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
like-
think everyone is competing with medium armor.
Alright. Next up in the list is actually the cape that you picked up in the maze from the skeletons.
Yeah, cape.
Oh my god. The keep.
Which is identified as a cape of the Countback. Is normally Mountback, but Countess, you know. And it functions like a normal Cape of Mumpag. While wearing this cape, you can use it to cast Dimension Door spell as an action. This property of the cape can't be used again until the next dawn.
Fuck.
When you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke lightly obscures the space you left and the space you appear in, and dissipates at the end of your turn. A light or stronger wind disperses the smoke. Casting it is Soul Mastery.
Yeah.
Holy shit! An instant teleport to one direction. God damn.
Yeah. Basically, one use of Dimension add a smoke cover.
Per day, right?
Mhm.
Once per day. Holy fucking shit!
That sounds like depends on how we go. But either
mean-
Soul or I or Cyrex.
Yeah.
And you guys
one-
already teleport?
Nope.
No,
Okay. Well, that's probably good for you guys.
I think
I think Soul because Soul gets more hits.
no. The thing is, I was thinking we could use this to help on our plan on the heist
Probably, yeah.
instantly. Like once
we
we
don't-
get the thing, I can just or Starrex can just go by and go to Argonvoss.
It's not like there's a limit of distance you
Yes.
can jump.
Is
Yes.
there a limit?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
300 feet, so like
100
Uh,
meters.
100 meters.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. That... I was like, you can teleport anywhere. I was like, oh shit. Hmm.
No, it's just a dimension door spell. So
You
it also can
can,
take one person, right?
Yeah. You can bring a lot
Yeah.
of objects as long as your weight can exceed what you can carry, and you're pretty sure that a dragon head would weigh a little bit
Wait,
more
wait,
than
wait.
that.
But
But we have our thing where we
that
can
thing-
capture the dragon head.
Yeah,
Sure.
but we have this
Sure.
scroll. Hold it.
But
Dragon
it's
scroll.
time to do.
Mm-hmm. And it only can get 2 people to a place.
Yes.
So
Which
yeah, I think
no, I think.
Yeah. it's not bad. I don't mind any of you guys
Again.
having it if you.
Soul can
Alright,
take
tight
it. I
spots.
can. I think with next, in my opinion, next level up, I was trying to get Mrs. Step. So
Oh, okay. All right. Sure. I'll take it.
He often gets wounded, so he can teleport
I
to
always
safety.
get hit. I always get hit.
very much, I think Soul is the one that needs teleportation more than me.
Mhm.
So my position is always I'm far away.
Alright, next up, we got the dagger. It's a plus dagger called Dagger of Sacrifice. And when a humanoid is killed with this dagger, brought down to 0 HP or less death save, depends on my ruling. The humanoid rises as a zombie on the next round. The GM will provide stats, and the zombie has initiative for itself. It will fight until its destruction or until an hour has passed.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
It's not too
Damn.
positive, but we take those.
Oh shit. That means Leo can become a necromancer.
I'm not sure. A necromancer usually would be able to control the zombie.
It's just a zombie.
But
He
yeah,
already
I'll
died once. We can just.
I'll have it with
again.
me.
Okay.
Had some dagger training, so I think I know what to do with this.
Then we got a flawless soul gem with a max potency of 15, and currently within its matrix it holds 3 potency 1 souls, 2 potency 2 souls, and 1 potency 3 soul.
Ooh.
Question:
Yes,
Is this
I
like a
was
large?
getting that thing on her
Yeah.
bag?
Essentially, this is like acts as a battery, right? That you can charge with potency.
It's like a inert soul mark that anybody can access and draw souls from. So it's like a soul
Okay.
mark, but in an object.
Oh, it's a charging bank. I see.
Like you can place souls within, and they will remain there safely.
Okay. All right. All right. Makes sense. That's definitely gonna go to Starbucks.
Alrighty. Then we got the headband.
Headband.
Yeah. It's a headband, a golden headband of intellect, which increases intelligence to 19. Makes you heckin' good at remembering things and accessing your.
Starbucks.
I,
Starbucks has.
I don't need it because I already have 19.
All right. This looks like a Vistani headwear. Just saying. Do I need it though?
You,
Oh, no.
you can see Sarah was just like identifying it, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah. So here, hopefully you
What?
will get more intelligent with this.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, it's already designed.
Yeah. Kind of fasten it around your head and then in your forehead. This kind of like arrow shaped black onyx hex. Middle of your forehead.
Alright.
Cool.
Loading on Soul's head.
I mean, it requires attunement, so it would take a while. It hasn't activated yet.
19 intelligence on the way. Okay.
It's 19 intelligence. Plus 4.
+4. Amazing.
Yeah. Then next we got a silver raven figurine. Is a figurine a wondrous power that can fit in a pocket, that can turn into a living creature.
The fucking this.
Wait, what?
Just make a raven.
Yeah.
It makes a
It's-
raven.
Yeah,
If you use an action to speak to command a word and then throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 12 meters of you, the figurine becomes a living creature. Something about senses, blah 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 blah. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your language and obeys your commands. If you issue no commands, the creature defends itself or takes no other actions.
To be honest, I think
Vilken
this is like
alfamil du är.
on Leo's alley because fucking he made a statue already of a raven, a figurine already. It's
Yeah.
just an upgrade.
I like it. I like it. I take it.
Cool.
Jag
Yeah.
springer till dig.
And then next in the line,
Ska jag kolla på henne? På henne?
we have a pair of singing stones. One milky light blue with engraving of a tower, and one smooth milky light green with engraving of a key. And can use an action to cast a spending spell from it to the other stone.
Wait, what?
Men
Sending
kanske
something.
till
Oh.
And it also comes with a beautiful compass that doesn't point towards the north. Instead, it can be set to point towards one of the sending stones,
Han kommer här.
showing you the direction towards one of them.
Give that. So basically this is like a
Ja, du.
a tracking device.
Yeah, it's
Well-
a communication device.
A
And
communication
then-
device.
Yeah, these two sending stones are communication devices. And then the compass is able to track one of the stones.
Okay.
It kind of come in this set.
Jag köpte mina items så jag...
There was a moment where the message would be great for
Jag
everybody.
stackade den en gång.
Daphne thinks that Leo Stark should have the sending stones, and either
Yeah.
she or Sol should have the compass.
Give it to me because I'm probably gonna go off somewhere and I don't even
But a
fucking
compass
know.
is... Well... I feel like it should be the person that stays with the group that should have the compass, not the one that runs off.
Protect
Yeah, I probably go off somewhere. Never to seen again. I think in the think one of the stones
think
that tracks me would be
Daphne
great.
is amazing at tracking, so she should have it.
Okay, Daphne has a
Okay.
compass, and then Soul has a sandstone, and the other one.
Yeah. I don't know. Cool.
The other one,
Some mids.
I don't really know.
I mean, we might also give the setting stone to like someone else at some point, but for now,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Like
for
Victor.
now,
Victor.
for now,
written.
Styrax will keep it on her back.
And then
Okay.
the bag of mini holding, you know what it does.
Yep.
And Daphne thinks either she or Starks should have that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely can have it. Cheers.
Alright, and there we go. I will put it out then. So Daphne has the bag of holding, and then she has the breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I think it's Karin.
oh, what?
I think Bexxy's cutting a bit.
Oh, and okay, let me reset.
Yeah.
Second.
Thy Wi-Fi ain't great.
All right, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
now it's better.
Okay, good.
Thumbs up.
Leo, you got the dagger of sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Soul has the cape and the golden
Yep.
headband.
Yep. I'm now becoming much more dumb.
Leo has a silver raven figurine, and then Starx has the flawless soul gem
And once on this stone.
and one study stuff.
No,
I
no.
will give you the item itself. Who has the Dragomir's grab bag on them?
De här.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still have it in my bag.
All right. Perfect.
Do you even know what's in it? Did you?
We know two of them.
Yeah.
it's-
You can't
it's-
know until you drop
Yeah.
them. That's the thing.
Oh, no! It's like identify. I thought you did something.
Oh.
You know what the
Uh,
bag does.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
just
I mean,
the
I know
bag-
what a
it's
bag
just the
does.
bag that contains course items. That's it.
And also technically
Curse
have a
item.
stick. We have a stick.
Wait, my
also.
stick. Right.
Oh,
my
the stick is inside the bag.
Oh, what?
Oh, you put it back? Okay.
Yeah, I
You
did.
put it back?
Okay.
Bruh.
Well, then we
Fair,
will never
fair.
find out what it does.
Oh.
Unless you start pulling.
Jag tänker faktiskt köra på Tinkerboard.
No, that's not very intelligent of me to do.
Damer, det.
Oh no, Staros will make sure that no one sees that bag.
Before we end this session, I want to know, Leo, do you contact Stradonia today?
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I think when everything is settled, and he had some time, and there's nothing else to do for the rest of the day,
Yeah, it's
So-
basically like in the middle of the afternoon by now, and
so probably, yeah.
you're not planning on going anywhere.
So probably, yeah, he's probably going to go into the basement and have
Hello?
everyone be attentive,
Okay.
and then go for a ring. Good old on the ring. A ring on the ring.
Ja, ja. Men vi vill ha
Okej.
det. Vi drar den till laget.
So you focus on the ring?
I remember how it felt. The message still.
Yeah. Kind of feel that spark of magic connect with you. And you instinctively know that the next words you think actively or say out loud will be transported. So,
Vi kan vänta.
remembering
Morphling-övningen var inte så mycket heller.
the craziness of 3 nights ago.
Han har en Falcon Blade och Morbid Master. Allt.
The whirlwind of information during the masquerade, dancing with Stradonia, flirting,
Nice.
then being taken to personal wing of the castle, marched through her rooms to the intimate setting of her office, where she played that longing piece of music
Snacka mycket skit.
that she had composed, and
Mars
asked
och
you
den Lang, slut aldrig
if you
snacka.
harbored any affectionate feelings for her. Have you demanded answers from her? That if you would let those emotions show, that she needed to be honest with you. How she danced around the issue. How she told you that there are things that you are not old enough to understand. And then how everything broke apart
Har du en smak?
when she learned
Jag skickar en till smak.
of the true scope of your visions. Visions that you later learned was of
Tänk på det.
Emmerich and Serena.
Kolla på den här centrin.
How she demanded and ordered you to go, so she would not do something she would later regret, and instructed you to head to Krask to learn the full story. Since then, there's been no contact between you two. Staring at this beautiful golden ring with filigree, a big red stone, the color of her eyes. It has a light engraving of the Tsarevich insignia chiseled into its big square top surface. In light of all of that, what do you say?
Men du visade min
Britannia,
word
you're listening?
tron där. Det där.
I
Yes.
I thought it-
Men du kan inte dispella det.
It's time we think we should talk. Sorry that it took me a moment to reach out. There were a lot of things going on. But if you had a moment to listen to me, that would be great.
Jag vill veta hur mycket skada det är.
Lord Kevin.
Oh shit.
I didn't know if you would contact me again. Have
Oh.
you
Big retard play.
have you visited the pool?
I have. And I'm contacting you now because I've thought about it a bit, what I've seen. I want you to know that I'm not mad. Not for me to be mad or angry at you. So I've not really been alive back then. But I wish you wouldn't have lied to me about all of this. It pains me that I had to find it out this way instead of from you.
And this tragedy's place
Gonna
took
get
yet
tombstone
another
där.
turn.
Det är en tombstone.
I wanted us to be unburdened by our history.
Big retard
I
player.
wanted to
Oh, okay,
discover
maybe not
what
big
we
retard
could be
player. Okay, yes,
without
big retard
it.
player.
But it seems it comes back to haunt me
Det är hur de gör skada.
no matter what I do.
It's part of your life. You didn't want to tell me back then. Are you willing to talk about it now? As you said, I think it seems like the universe wants to talk about it.
To what end, Emric?
I think we should start it at why. If possible. Why did it come to this?
There's a lot of history there.
Ja. Mm.
Many things that happened between us.
Oh, nice.
I have tried my hardest since
Big
that day to forget it all. Even cut out my heart to stop my inside from bleeding.
Du kan gömma mig här i träden.
But now that you're back, it stirs up
Åh fan.
uncomfortable memories. I don't know if I have the strength to describe it. Maybe in time. I'm not surprised that eventually you came and would tell me that you're not mad. You are saint-like
Ja.
in that way. Always been that way, Emric.
Alright.
I'd say I'm happy, but I'm willing to listen. Your sister cared for you. The vision I had, she, even shortly before our wedding, was
Sure.
sad that you weren't there and you weren't, giving us your word.
Tinker Knog.
It just seems...
If that was true, then why did she betray me? Why did she stop
Mars
having
taken
faith
back.
in me? She broke her promise. Now what
I-
we had she destroyed.
Åh! Du driver!
I'm not sure what the history is. I mean, not sure you stop loving someone just because they do something that you didn't want them to do, or don't trust in the path they're taking. I'm not sure that that's how it works, but I understand. Well, I guess I think I understand why you were mad at her. Still, surely it wasn't your wish to kill your sister, right? It has to be more than that.
No, what I did that day was a bit
Knull.
rash. There were more things going on. I wrote all my thoughts down
Ja.
in my diary. I flung it from the balcony,
Ja, varför?
from
Är det right-click?
where you
Alltså,
fell, not wanting anything to do with my memories anymore. 300 years ago or so. I do not know where it is now,
Help me!
but if you do find it, know that the words on those pages are my truth. Maybe in
I
time
got the
I
clipper,
can
don't worry!
speak about it freely again, but not now.
Stand. One more thing. I saw the onyx blade again that I was attacked with when you stopped. It's just a bit surprising. Is there... What exactly is this blade? You said it was for emergencies only.
Jag har redan tagit. Jag har min nu.
I guess new alliances brings new gifts. It is with me now.
Du och jag accepterar dig, va? Du gör som
Even
du
if I hate it. What has been done cannot be undone.
Nej, motherfucker.
That's what they keep on saying. But here I am, back from the dead.
The biggest miracle of it
Yeah.
all.
Jag
But as I
måste bara kunna
said,
blinka in.
back then,
Kör bara.
I still don't know if it's just another deeper layer of this curse. Or truly a happy
Åh, på mig!
miracle. You are welcome back.
Det är lugnt, det är lugnt.
My home is your home. And it will forever be that way.
Retard player.
I, on the other hand, need some space.
We
Yes.
both do. It's probably better to
Morph tillbaks.
let it
Men varför...
seep in a bit before we talk again.
What?
And on that note, I was thinking maybe it's best that I give back the ring for safekeeping until we decide it's time to talk again.
No. If you need me, you can reach me. And I will be able to find you. It's far too valuable.
Feels a bit weird, yes. It's meant for someone that's with you. And I don't know. Confusing thoughts in my head, I guess. I can't guarantee that I feel comfortable being watched. But if it's your wish to not take back the ring, I can accept that.
For emergencies.
Fuck, han blinkade iväg.
If something would happen,
Oh my god, han blinkade iväg från mig. What a bitch.
it is highly useful. I know that things are tenuous between us right now. Indeed, there are a lot of history burdening us.
Heart and satanic ones.
But at least allow me to keep you safe.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Alright. With all the things I've learned, is there any advice you want to give now that you maybe couldn't before, or you know, didn't want to bring up before?
Just a wish that one day, soon, I hope, we can truly talk like equals, and you will find it in your heart to forgive me. The only thing that I want is for us to start over
Ignoring me.
to the first day we met. In the meantime,
Never talk to your mom when you're playing. Don't.
I'm working behind the scenes to bring order back to this valley. Once again, you have managed to awaken a fire in me, a clarity. You will find my threads everywhere you go.
Yo, Anders.
Do not meddle with them.
Är det fagis
It's
eller är det fegis?
for the greater good.
Eller är?
Just be mindful, alright? When you make a decision on the name of all these people, be mindful of what I would think, maybe. I don't think the people deserve punishment anymore.
You always had a weak spot for my Barovians.
Mr. Business.
Everyone here, really.
They turned on me.
Asian.
They betrayed me.
So, are you supposed to have?
You
They
killed
have-
your sister.
Which do you think is the best?
Cursed my
You want the
name
mask
for
up
centuries.
or down?
But I cannot deny that my anger is
I'm
settling.
not streaming right now.
I hope that you can see with Malaki that I am trying to bring them into the fold again, so we can be understood,
Fish,
clear,
bash.
allies again.
There you go, Christian.
Alright. I'm glad to hear that. There's a lot of healing needed to be done for everyone.
Shan,
If you would
your opinion as well.
convince the tiefling with
Yeah, which mask up or
the
down?
magical potential in that member of the Scrollbow to take the letter if they approach the mist with that intention. I will let them out. If so, they can bring it to the Protectorate,
I was originally gonna have it up, right?
and that line of dialogue can be opened between us.
Why?
With the Protectorate's help, I'm sure that things can start to change here.
I see that.
London
I-
might be joining.
But first, don't take this wrong, but I first want to see what you have in mind for this place before I send them off. I think it's part of our journey to regain trust. But I need that first. I hope you understand.
It's the simplest thing,
Yeah.
really.
Wait, he's in a level. He's in a.
They
rank
only
game right now.
desire
What a bitch.
that things
He's
return to
doing
what they
this.
were.
You'll get your moment to show me. And then I will be glad to try to convince them. But for now, I think they want to stick with me. And I guess on the other hand, being near me, protecting me is probably not too bad for you either.
Yeah, but
If you were worried about
solitude
that,
is normally, like, when you're left alone
that
with-
could
with,
easily
like,
be
two parties or one
changed.
And one party and another random, you know.
I can send people to you.
Well, as I said, with building up trust and needing our space, I think you sending people to me would do the opposite.
Yeah.
I think it just needs
Dude,
a
that
bit of time.
lasagna is not sitting nicely.
Then I will wait for now.
Thank you.
Know, though, that Barovia cannot wait forever.
Okay, this
No.
time,
And
I
cannot
Tinker will
take
actually
this
be banned.
forever.
Please, God, ban Tinker. Thank God.
The
done my
myths
best.
must.
I'm thinking of playing
be
offlane,
destroyed.
I guess. Offlane axe sounds fun, honestly.
And I need the Protector's help to do that.
What? What?
And then
On the...
I could put this
Yes, they can.
rebellious
Yeah.
Duchess Nunel in her rightful place.
Yeah. Maybe not the worst outcome. I'll try my best to consider, use my time well, and not let you waiting too long.
Good.
Maybe I even come by the castle sometime soon. Not necessarily to talk with you because we are in distances, but
Are you sure?
a few promises I made I kind of feel bad about that I
Dude, the fucking
wanna
clips is
fulfill.
kinda scary, but
still,
Mm.
so I might be coming by.
The certain
That's-
someone needs to offer more
This is a
heartfelt
dust game,
apologies
this is
to
a
you.
Very big dust game. You buy
I assure you
dust.
that he has been disciplined.
You man
Oh,
with a lot
you
of
see?
toast. What do you not understand?
One last thing. When you visited Valaki, did
Yeah.
You're talking to
Rudolf von Ritten
Oh.
make contact? Did you find him? Any rumors?
That's a while ago by now. There's so many memories that I got.
But surely hearing about that hunter would have stuck in your memory.
Dude, they have nothing but Agi.
I don't think we heard anything about him, fortunately. I don't know if he just doesn't want to be heard. But it
Unfortunate.
seemed like anyone had seen him or anything.
Yeah, he's very agile for his age.
I want to be able to reach him to just reassure him that his son is
Thank you.
quite alright, protected, happy, content where he is. I'm concerned that there might be some misunderstandings between us.
Yeah, I mean, if I hear or see about him, I'll let him know.
Good. Then, until we speak again.
Till then, I kind of like move the ring away.
That space inside of your head disappear. You look up on their faces of your concerned party members. And with a lot of thoughts spiraling back and forth of what Sardania just told you, Stark's your vision, and the concerns about the missing children and if the abbot has anything to do with it. We are going to end tonight's episode of Curse of the Torment.
That was pretty damn cringe, honestly.
Oh, so much lore!
Oh my
so
God.
much lore!
Dude,
Who
Anything.